Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this video I would like to walk with you a case study, and it's very much in conjunction with the previous two videos I did in relation to T5, 6, 7, the scapula as well as the ribs and the surrounding area, where this particular individual has been experiencing a tightness, tension, a raw pain, the experience of restriction in the muscles and just the general upper back area, where when she put her shoulders back, oh man, that area was in heaven. So we're primarily having a look at the area of about C7 to T5, so the upper back area. And it was quite interesting because it also had to do with self-beliefs and self-limitations, as we discussed in the previous video. But the difference here was that she was in the process of creating exceptional self-limitation moments, relationships and environments in her life. So it wasn't yet happening. She wasn't as of yet completely, limiting her potential, her expression, the best way she could get work done, get things done, manage, organize and direct her work environment and the people in it. Wasn't yet there, but she was on her way to manifesting that for herself, to creating that. Okay, so the difference when something is already done, when you're completely in, for example, self-limitation due to self-beliefs, the lies you tell yourself about yourself that you believe in, there's a difference between that already happening, you being in it through and through, and you still being on the way to creating that. All right. So here's also an interesting reference. Whenever this area over here in your back, upper back, is in tension, pain, discomfort, where when you pull your shoulders back, it feels like it's getting that good, tight, deep tissue massage. There, it's like your body giving you a warning signal. Hey, wake up, wake up. You are in the process of accepting and allowing certain thought patterns and emotional patterns to limit what you're capable of doing. So you've got to step in and change these things now. Otherwise, before you know it, you're going to act on these things that you believe about yourself, and it's going to impact your, let's say, work environment and work relationships. So it's like really the body giving you a warning signal, which is very, very interesting. So what I suggested to her, she's basically working in quite a stressful working environment in terms of her responsibilities, the things she needs to get done. Even when there's days off, she will still work on her days off, and never within and during that time, the work day, her actual days off, give herself time to rest and recuperate and step out of everything and slow down. And she's been having these thoughts, these limiting thoughts of, I can't handle this job is not for me, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I cannot do this, what if I mess this up, what if I do take time off and then something happens, I must always be there, I must always get there, but I can't. So this inner conflict was busy happening in relation to her abilities and capabilities and her relationship with the job. So in that area, what we opened up basically was that she's actually she's an extraordinarily good fit for this job. She loves being busy, keeping busy, directing, organizing. She's got so much, exposure to different kinds of people, homes, personalities. She's always challenged and inspired, stimulated. And her creativity has also just had this strong burst of expression. So, if we have a look at the pros and the cons, the pros are way up there. And the cons are just these little few things that she's accepting and allowing to become big things. But when we actually broke it down and had a look at, okay, but what does she need to do to change this experience inside herself? It was like only a matter of 5 things, which is doable. So she almost let 5 things get the better of her and thwart an opportunity for her to actually go far in a particular line of work or business venture. So what she's going to be doing now, the practical application, is write down for herself, okay, what are the things that I need to change to manage my time more effectively, to delegate responsibilities more effectively and not take everything only upon her shoulders, which also creates that back tension right there, you know, because you're trying to compensate, even though you're supposed to engage your core and your upper legs and your buttocks. You know, when you're carrying weight, we mostly try and compensate with like our shoulders and our backs. Now it's quite interesting with pressure. It's the same thing. We tend to cope and manage and handle it and compensate for the tension, stress and difficulty that we're experiencing during pressure and stress, instead of realizing how to carry ourselves through it in an all-round more supportive way. All right. So what she's doing is noting it down, saying, okay, these are the problem points. My time management in relation to actually resting and recuperating and taking time off for myself. Delegating responsibilities. Being more firm with what I can do, what I cannot do. What are my days off? What are my days off that, you know, I'm 100% there. Because that was another issue or problem. She didn't voice herself in relation to her days off, that it's my day off, and everyone, you know, overloaded her. So she was essentially allowing the whole world to just pack on this responsibility and time and work, and at the same time she was running. Now imagine that. And now she's compensating for it with her back. All of that stuff was just sitting in there, like mentally as well as emotionally. So it was very interesting, because even while I was talking to her, as we were communicating about these points, she was initially sitting like, you know, like this on the chair, like kind of slumped, and also you could just see like, I'm so tired. And as we were talking about this, and she could already see the potential for change, her whole posture started changing, and shoulders were nice back, and she was getting relaxed, and I could see that girl's confidence coming back. There we go. And then, you know, the rest of the experience at work will be more of a breeze. So for anyone who can relate to this, okay, if you've got that tension there, again, it would be nice. I mean, sometimes you can just feel it, hey. It's like, whoo, there. Like someone had just punched you right there in that area. And oh my God, it's even slightly winded. To have a look at, okay, where are you starting to blame, you know, work, people, your environment for you being in a state that you are, especially when it comes to stress, tension, being run down, things like that, because it's never so much about who you're with or what you do, but who you are in it, which is also what I explained to her. You know, there's nothing wrong with the work. Look at all the pros. Write down all the pros in your world. In where you are, in what you're doing, in the very thing that you're blaming, and you'll see that's actually much more than the problems that you are trying to cope with, manage, compensate, instead of direct, deal with, place it into your reality in your life in a way where you take directive principle of your life. You know, you're not letting life and people just pack things on you and taking it. And so note down those things, note down the moments. So she noted down those were very good examples for her. And that's what she's going to put into practice. She's going to delegate, be more assertive with her time, with herself. And we're going to be seeing where it goes. So everyone try this, walk it through. Even if new ideas or different ways and methods come up for you, do share. You know, it's what I share, also remember, is from what's worked for me and what's also worked with a few other clients. But what I also enjoy is people becoming innovative, finding ways that also work for you. The main point here, everyone, is not so much how you get there, but Obviously, make sure you get there in a supportive way, you know, not not in a way that's going to compromise you or your body or your health even more. In a supportive way. At the end, it's the result. It's the result. It's the goal. It's the point of that tension, stress, and pain in your body being released. And that's a beautiful cross-reference you'll always have. You know, your body will tell you, hey, well done, body's relaxed, the pain's gone, you've succeeded. Now just keep at it, you know. Don't go, oh, the pain's gone, so now I can go back to creating my self-beliefs and limitations. No, make sure it becomes an ongoing state of self. Okay, everyone, enjoy. Thank you very much for listening, and see you in videos to come.